Hello and welcome to another episode of Don't Tell My Wife podcast. Here with one of your hosts, TJ.
It's your boy Ken.
And we've got a very special guest in the
Yes,
building.
man, another special guest.
This is the month of guests.
No, honestly.
Every week there's been a guest.
Honestly, no, this is a big guest.
Yeah,
still,
it's a big guest. We've been trying,
it's a
man.
big guest, man. You know why, yeah?
Oh,
I've been listening to you for time, bro.
Mad,
Yeah,
mad.
man. I'm a fan of your pod as well. So
I respect that,
it's a
bro.
very big guest. I'm excited.
That's
for
like
this
when I
one
even
still.
saw. Where did I see you? Dammy T's.
Dammy T's
Barbecue,
barbecue, and I was like, yeah, no, let me shout you still.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
I was
much
like,
love, man. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Definitely-
See, Tonye is he's the brave one.
the
Me,
one
I'm
that-
shy, bro.
me, if I see
Every
opportunity,
time
I'll go.
you-
I'll
Bro,
go
I
to
hear it.
him.
I respect it, man.
Bro,
I respect
can't lie.
it.
Obviously, we're a partnership, innit? So we
As
don't
long
need
as
the
one
same
of you-
strength.
As long as-
yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
As long as one of you can put a foot forward and make the connections happen, it's good.
Yeah,
Because you know
so-
how many times Gio's like, "Aye, come on, man, let's do it." I'm like, hey, nah, man. He's like, he's with his family, man. It's calm, man.
I'm like, bro, don't worry, I'll catch him at one point.
The funny thing is, I'm so easygoing. Like, I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah,
chilled, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so
I
chilled.
heard
I
it.
was
I was
rock
With
up, man.
me, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I need to change, though.
The worst someone can say is no. It's not
Yeah,
that
no,
deep.
I hear it
It's
still.
what it is.
I hear it though. Sometimes rejection,
No,
not
sometimes
Yeah,
easy, but
man.
But you know,
as a
them
man,
ones-
taking rejection, bro, it hits harder. You
no,
know,
it does. It does. But you know, with things like this, yeah, you can't really have you can have shame, but it's like if I get rejected and I stop going to people,
Yeah.
we're hindering ourselves, right?
Yeah,
Because
So
I don't
you
even
might
mind.
as well-
I don't mind the rejection thing. I don't know. I just have a thing of like not wanting to disturb people.
yeah.
It's not even a rejection thing, bro.
Yeah.
From young, the game, everything, rejection.
The
Keep
game
going.
rejection.
Even when I used to work in recruitment, bro.
Oh, you would have taken bare notes. Yeah.
So I don't mind the rejection. It's just the disturbing thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that person want to be disturbed in that moment. Innit? So
I hear it.
cool.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
obviously I
man.
need to change my mindset, innit?
Is what it is.
To be fair, I'm similar. As outgoing as I am, as confident as I am,
Mhm.
approaching people in real life, I can't do it, man.
Yeah.
I think
hear
it's
it.
hard.
It's very
You know
hard.
what?
Whether it's guys, women, do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I don't want to go up to a girl, she feels like I'm trying to move to her.
Mm.
Sorry, darling, I'm just trying to connect, do you know what I mean? I'm trying to get you on the pod. You get me?
Yeah.
Or you go up to a guy, the guy starts thinking, why is he begging friends? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
relax,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to tell you your clips are nice.
But yeah,
Oh,
as that
that's
was
too
said,
funny.
we've got Gabz in the building.
Yes.
So yeah,
Thanks for coming, man.
very appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for
Thank you
having me,
very
man.
much.
Thanks for having
Yes.
me.
Yeah,
Is this your? Have you been on many pods other than yours?
I haven't, you know.
Is it?
It's probably like my second
I swear.
ever.
Is it?
Yeah, I ain't featured in years.
Swear down.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for coming, man.
Bro, I have
Appreciate
to,
it.
man. I have to. I told you I'm
Appreciate
easy
it.
going, man.
Yeah.
I'm easy going,
Nah,
I'm
that's
chill, so
nice.
it's good to be here. Don't
Yeah.
tell my wife, you know.
Come on, man.
I hear it. I hear it.
Did you tell her message he was coming on this?
Yeah.
Is it?
Funny enough, when I recommended on YouTube the other day, I saw it. I was thinking, I should be watching. I was thinking I should be watching in preparation.
don't kill
Bro,
me.
you don't. Bro, that's the thing about the name, innit? Like obviously it says don't tell my wife, but everyone that comes on, their partner's gonna end up watching.
Yeah, of
And my
course,
wife
of course.
watches every week, so there's
Yeah.
nothing I can hide when I
Yeah.
say it.
Does women watch your pod?
Women's
It's
like
more
number
women
one
than-
listener.
Yeah, I hear it.
You know,
to be fair.
guys, they don't like to.
Oh,
the
no.
guys
Women are like
very-
the number one listeners still.
Yeah, women are like,
Yeah.
right, and they comment
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
like.
yeah.
That's
and
good,
they
man.
interact,
Interact
and I
still.
don't mind.
I love it though.
Slightly them being nosy at the same time though.
Yeah,
wanting
yeah.
Oh,
to
yeah,
know
of course. They
what-
want the
yeah,
gist,
They
they
want to
want
know
the
what men's
gist.
thinking it, but
Yeah, I hear it, man.
It's a good audience you got then still.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're trying, man. But obviously, as that says, thank you very much to the listeners. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of those
Yes.
things. But yeah, so how was your week? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, my week was cool, man. Like nothing out of the ordinary this week.
Mm.
Yeah, just work and chilling, I guess.
Oh, that's cool.
I haven't
Gabz,
really
what about
done
you?
much. What
How
about
was
you?
your week?
It's interesting. I ain't had this question in years, man.
Damn.
No, real talk. So it's giving me I won't say trauma, but like in church Bible study to ask her, how's your week been? And it's just
Yeah.
like, bro, come on, man.
Yeah.
How's my week been now? It's been alright. Obviously, I'm on paternity leave.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm in my 5th week. So every day.
Fifth week of
Yeah,
paternity.
yeah, bro.
Wait, how
You
long's
know
your
these-
paternity?
6 weeks.
These companies,
Wow.
what? Oh, gosh.
6 weeks, man. So every day feels the same to me,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Just been at home with the family, really. Been going out,
Yeah.
a few different bits here and there. So yeah, week's been alright, man.
No, that's
6 weeks
good.
paternity is good.
Sick,
still.
bro.
Oh, that's
Ours
sick,
is
you know.
mine's 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
To be
same,
fair,
mine's 2
most
weeks.
companies are 2 weeks, isn't it? Yeah.
It's bad. They need to sort it out. So obviously, for my for Malika, I took off 2 weeks, and then I took off like another week or 2. So
Oh,
I had
annual
like
leave,
maybe
yeah.
I had to use annual leave. So yeah, last year annual leave was a bit tight still.
Yeah.
But
I fumbled it. So I joined the new company this March.
Okay.
My previous role, 6 months, bro.
6 months paternity.
Yeah,
Bro, send me the application for that company, bro.
6 months, I fumbled.
Jeez.
6 months, yeah,
Nice,
paid,
nice,
bro.
Paid.
Yeah, I
Full.
fumbled, full pay, bro. 6 months.
Crazy.
What kind of company?
I fumbled
these,
still.
man?
Crazy.
fair.
But it's like an international company, innit?
Yeah.
So
Okay. So they're more like
Yeah.
maybe it's just these British Shiggy Hago ones.
now 2 weeks, fam. Child.
Yeah, it's peak.
Must be
But,
quick, bro.
Yeah, my week.
Yeah, how's your week?
No, my week was good. Wait. Yeah, my week was good. Birthday was last Saturday.
Happy
Yeah,
belated,
so-
man.
Yeah, no, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. But yeah, no, it was good. I just stayed at home. Didn't have childcare like that until like on the day where, Abby's sisters were like, oh, you can bring it to Stratford if you want.
Yeah.
Then I checked Stratford to go to Stratford from my house, bro. It was saying like an hour to get there, like an hour 30 to get back.
There's no
So
point.
I was
innit?
like, what's the point then? I'm just gonna be in traffic for most of it. So
Yeah.
just stayed at home with the family. Abs made seafood boil,
Okay, nice.
which was nice. Very, very, it was beautiful, man.
You guys didn't want to invite us.
Hell, hell no. And then obviously there was left, like, this is what I wanted. I wanted her to make, like, I was just like, okay, I'm just going to stay at home, but I want you to make seafood boil. That's the only thing. That's my only request. So obviously she made it very nice. And then there was even more left over. So for the next 2 days I had that. And yeah, man, I was happy.
Damn, so there was even
There
excess.
was excess, bro. Don't worry. You get
Say
me?
no more, man.
But yeah, no, that was it really.
Yeah.
But what's your, have you got a song of the week?
Have I got a song of the week? This week I haven't really been listening to much music. Come back to me. Come back to me.
Alright,
Come
Gabz,
back
do
to
you have
me.
a song of the week?
Do you know what? I'm in my old school R&B bag right now, you know.
Okay,
Okay.
first.
I just don't even know what new songs I've been listening to recently. I'm
It
currently
could just be anything, you know.
I'm
Anything
currently
that's
my
caught your
old
eye.
school. I'm currently my old school R&B. So
Yeah.
recently I've been banging out Fantasia When I See You.
Okay,
Okay.
first. We had that.
But in terms of recent, probably Active. Active's probably a song that's
Is it on
kind
the play?
of moving me
Have we
right
added-
now. Probably
think-
should be.
You
I think
might have added it
yeah,
last
we've
week.
added it still.
Yeah.
We might have to find another one.
I've got it's called Play for Keeps Runzo. And it's just like a TikTok. It was like a TikTok song that was going about, but it actually I listened to the whole story. It's actually really good still.
I hear that. Okay, with me, let me go for a gospel song or worship song this week. Because we haven't really dropped any gospel music in a minute to this podcast. But yeah, I'll go with Outstanding or Jesus Image, their live version. It's a really nice song.
Yeah, first.
Yeah, that's my song of the week.
Okay, cool.
I got one for you still.
Yeah, go on.
Wagwan Millions Dexter Daps. Don't know if you lot have taken it in yet.
Dexter Daps. You know, I'm
Yeah.
not really
I've
like
heard
a...
it.
And Millions.
I think I heard like a little snippet, but I haven't
Yeah,
actually listened
Taking
to
it
it.
in. It's decent, man. Obviously, I ain't heard Millions in a minute, so
Yeah.
to kind of hear
listened
it.
in a long
Yeah, I
time.
haven't heard Millions in a
It's
minute.
back, man. It's
Is
back,
it?
bro.
Is
It's
it?
back. Come out with a new one, yeah.
Swear
So
down.
I've been listening to that. Geordie, you might know about Geordie?
Geordie, yeah.
Geordie
From Filthy Fellas.
It's from
Yeah, I've heard.
Essex, isn't it?
Yeah, it's from
Yeah.
Yeah, you know he raps, innit?
Yeah.
it's cold, man, so-
Nah, he's
very
alright
good
still.
decent
Been listening to a couple of his stuff lately as
Yeah.
well.
Okay. No, fairs.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So obviously every week we do like a what my wife did this week.
Mm,
So it could be good, it could be bad,
mm.
just to say, what they've actually done. So have you gone?
Come back. Let me think.
Okay.
Let me
Alright,
think.
so what my wife did this week. So yeah, I said the seafood bowl.
Mhm.
She had that, mwah.
Mm.
You know them ones. The food's the way to a man's heart. It.
Bro, I hear it. Trust me.
I can't
Trust
lie.
me.
I was so happy still. So yeah, no, that's one thing.
Mhm.
And yeah, no, she tried. She got a birthday cake and everything. And
Oh, she
yeah.
got you cake. So
Nah, she
you've
got a
had
birthday cake as well.
cake,
Bro,
seafood bowl.
mind your business. Did you put it on?
Okay,
this?
don't worry. My birthday's coming soon. Don't worry.
Are you gonna bring cake for us for the church?
Bro, don't worry, man.
But yeah, no, she actually
that's
really
nice,
tried.
man.
So no,
Yeah.
I appreciate her for that still.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's my.
What my wife did this week, I don't like another good week. It's come week. We haven't quarreled anything. Yeah, she hasn't done anything like crazy. Obviously, she's done a lot, as Tolly said.
That's
last
totally the
week.
last
She's done
week,
a
yeah,
lot.
She's done a lot.
But I think what she's done this week, which is good, like she just handled stuff, like just taking care of the household stuff. You know, when like you just don't need to like worry about anything. It's just patterns, whether it's the food, the cooking, like groceries, all of that stuff. So yeah, she's been calm this week still.
That's good.
No complaints, man.
That's good, man.
What about you?
For me, obviously I got a newborn.
Yeah.
Um,
Boy or girl?
Boy.
Boy, wow.
Yeah. So, obviously the baby, all he wants to do is eat, innit?
Yeah.
He just wants to eat
Yeah.
and sleep, eat and sleep.
Yeah.
So obviously my wife been pumping recently and she
Yeah.
ain't getting no sleep at all.
Wow, yeah.
So literally I woke up in the middle of the night at like 2:30 a.m. went downstairs and she was just there pumping. And obviously I go to bed with I got a daughter, so I go to bed with my daughter.
Yeah.
And she's obviously puts the bed newborn to sleep.
How old's your daughter?
Daughter's 2.
2, okay, same.
Yeah, so we kind of split roles. We'll probably go into it a bit more later. So we kind of split. I take my daughter, she takes the son, because obviously all he wants to do is eat and sleep.
Yeah.
So my wife's just pumping every single night, man. And she's also trying to relaunch her lash business as well. So she's keeping busy this week, do you know what I mean? Sleepless nights. And obviously it's tough, boy. But shout out to her, man.
Yeah, big man.
Wow.
That's crazy still. Fairs. Okay, cool. So baby developments. We also do something called baby developments where we talk about what our kids started doing. So for example, Malachi, I wouldn't say it's his first word, but I feel like his first word is ball.
Ball, okay.
So when he sees like a football or something, he'll run over here and go, ball. And obviously he says other things like he says that all of that kind of stuff, but I feel like him saying ball, he actually knows what it is. So that's why I'm saying that's his first word, because he actually knows what he's saying and he's referring to it, which is good. So just that really.
How old is he?
He's just about to be 15 months.
Okay.
Yeah, in 2 days. And that's it really. So obviously we're still playing the waiting game for him to walk, but he's taken his first steps.
Okay, that's good.
So he'll take a couple steps and then fall.
Yeah.
Mate.
But it's just bro, I keep, them ones. He'll do it, then I'll put him back there to get him to do it, and then he'll just get like restless and start screaming.
Have you got a walker?
Yeah, that thing where he holds on, or is it the one that you put him in?
No, the thing you hold on and
bro, since 9 months he's been doing it. So I'm like, bro, when are you gonna upgrade from this thing? Like, you know what I mean? So he can use the walker. He can go everywhere with the walker, but it's just him getting the confidence to actually just stand up and do it. Man.
Right,
but all in due time. I've been saying though, because I was like, I think my dad was saying that I was a bit of a late bloomer in terms of walking and doing other stuff. But I was like, I was a late bloomer, but look at me now, we're doing okay. So it doesn't matter. But that's my baby development.
I think with Zephaniah this week, he done something really funny. So my mum came to visit on like Wednesday or Thursday. Like, when your mum or dad comes to visit, like Nigerians, like they'll give your wife like cash as they're going, innit?
Oh wow.
So my mum gave.
I don't know that one,
bro. I said, my wife ain't received cash. What?
No, maybe it's my mum, innit? But my mum loves doing it. Like, and my dad's. Like, my parents do that. So whenever they come and visit, they'll like, as they're going, they'll give my wife cash, innit? It's never me that they give cash to.
That's what I was like.
It's never me, bro. Since I was married and I had a child, every cash that has been dropped in my family has been in her hand.
No, that's what they do. Apparently, it's always for the women.
But who's paying these bills though?
Bro,
who needs it the most?
Sometimes I might just say, bring me that one.
No,
I need to meet your parents, man.
Bro, at my child's first birthday, the cash that she was collecting from uncles and aunties, bro, I said, when we got back, I said, I divide this money.
Bro, you know what?
Joint account. Joint account.
Bro, you know what I did,
Yeah.
When after Melly's first birthday, because I bought that car seat just before, I forgot how much I spent on the car seat, But I was like, when I saw the peas, I said, I'm swallowing that car seat. That car seat, give me that money, bro.
Is it bad though? Is it bad to do that though?
No, because it's for us as a family.
I hear it.
You can't just chop all the pea, bro.
I hear it.
Joint account, bro.
Nah, it's true.
Joint account.
Straight joint.
Nah, I hear it.
Hey.
But cool. So my mum must have gave Noah some cash, but she gave it to Zephaniah to give it to my wife. So what Zephaniah did, he like divided it into 2. Then he gave one to my wife. Then he gave one to me.
Okay,
I said, my
boy.
I was like, I've raised you well. So now we were all laughing because it was bare. Because bro, I was like, how do you think to divide it? Give one to your mum, one to your dad. So that was really cute. Still, that's what he did this week. So that was nice. He's 2.
Nice.
He turned 2 in March, so I don't know how much.
Once you get to like,
that's it, bro.
I'm surprised he's still saying 15 months to be fair. But I thought, let me leave him.
No, it just depends. When he gets to 2, when he gets to 18 months, I'll stop.
I've never said months, bro. As soon as he hit one, he's won.
No,
that's what the women like, innit? The women like the months thing.
But no, because it just depends on developments. That's why. That's the only reason why.
But Shah, he's 2, bro.
Sometimes when I say one, they're like, oh, how many months? I'm like 15.
Who's they? Is the women, right?
No, of course it's women.
Yeah,
of course.
But another thing he's been doing, like, obviously that wasn't really the development, but he's like, I don't like saying terrible twos, innit? Because it's like I'm speaking over him, innit?
Yeah.
But boy, this week, it's like he doesn't listen. Like, bro, before he used to listen.
Yeah.
Now it's like he will look at you and then he will just look away and continue.
Does that already,
Bro, I'm like, if I grab
It's
you,
tough.
bro.
It's tough. They didn't prepare me for these twos, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a myth. That's what he's been doing, like just screaming, like crying. Like there was one day he woke up in the middle of the night, randomly. I just started screaming. And I live in apartments, innit? So it's like, well, everyone can hear you. Like, I'm not in a detached house yet. Yeah. So everyone can hear. It's 3 in the morning. Why are you screaming, bro?
Yeah.
But yeah, this week he's been really giving us a hard time still. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Them tantrums,
What about you? What about your kids?
So our daughter, we went to the park yesterday. And obviously there's different apparatus. Some for like babies, some for like more advanced kids.
Mm-hmm.
So there was one that, and I knew like, this is not for you. Do you know what I mean? This is definitely not for
You
you.
ain't got the XP for that.
You're not there yet. Do you know what I mean? You're not there yet. You ain't got the qualities just yet. Do you know what I mean? Let's chill small. But anyway, so she saw some older kids like climb up the ladder.
Yeah.
So then she went on the ladder, but I was helping her up. So instead of her climbing, I was carrying her all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Did that for bare times.
Yeah.
But I saw she was watching some of the older kids. She was probably like 4 or 5, watching them do it. And they're talking to like my daughter Ariel saying, oh, only one at a time. So you clearly know that these people are advanced, innit?
Yeah.
Anyway, so then my daughter now gets in it. I thought, all right, well, let's see what she's going to do. Bro, she started climbing, bro. Climbing. I couldn't believe it. Me and my wife couldn't believe it.
Wow.
When she got to the top of the ladder, me and my wife were so gassed there. We went to spot her, bro. She ignored us, just started laughing. I said, yeah, you're grown now. You're grown now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's sick.
So I was really proud, man. Really proud to see her, like, core
sick.
strength to be able to climb up a ladder based on what you've seen. Do you know what I mean? Because I think, kids at these age, they just copy other people.
Yeah.
They see other kids doing certain things and then they want to go. Do you know what I mean? Even in saying that, there was one Oibo kid with her shoes off. All she had was socks on. So then my daughter started taking her. I said, you don't do that right here. This is not for us. This one is not for us. Honestly. We ain't walking on this grass. Bare feet. No. Don't follow that one.
Don't kill me. What does she go nursery?
Yeah.
So, okay, cool.
Yeah, she's in nursery. We reduced it from 4 to 3. Now that...
4?
Yeah,
damn.
Or reduced it to 3 because obviously maternity and paternity. My wife's at home, so I said to her, "Look, let's reduce this."
You're good for doing. Yeah, I'd have done too, bro.
I tried. I would try to, but with my nursery, it might be all nurseries to be fair. Once you get the 15 hours free, they only do it for 3 days. You can't do 2 days with my nursery anyway.
Okay,
that might be from all nurseries.
Nah, because.
Yours is 2, yeah?
That 15 days to get...
15 hours.
15 hours. That only just kicked in now, like with this invoice, innit? So we've been paying the normal prices.
You can't get 15 hours free.
We can.
Your child's not 2 yet.
No, 9 months. They get it now. 9 months old. They get it from this September.
Oh, from this September.
Yeah,
okay. It's from 9 months.
Yeah, from 9 months now. They changed it.
Oh, yeah, because it used to be like 3 or 2.
Yeah. So obviously... I saw the new invoice.
2 days.
I was gassed.
What's the price?
So 2 days a week before was like 633 a month. Now it's 309, bro. I did.
Your nurse is expensive, you know.
Is it?
Because both.
Yours next expensive or his?
No, his. Because I think 3 days was there plus his the whatever 15 hours. I think we pay like maybe 5 bills, 5.5.
It's fine, but
for
then
3 hours, yeah.
Yeah, no,
3
days.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much is it per day that you paying? Per hour, sorry. Per day.
I don't know, bro.
Mine thinks like 77.
You said what?
Wait, is that cheap or what?
77
might be
pounds.
These things
No,
expensive, bro.
Expensive,
Yeah, your nurse
Is
is
that
expensive. I think you've got an
Mine's
expensive
61.
nursery.
Yeah.
I think mine's roughly about yours.
Yes. But you know what? When I saw it go down from 309 and then the beautiful thing, on top of that 309, you could even put child tax benefit.
Yeah, you do a tax-free thing, 25%.
Yeah. So even that thing as
so
well,
you're paying
on top
309
of that.
for 3 days?
No, 2 days.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
and
good,
then the
though.
child tax benefit on top, which takes like 260. So I even said to my wife, I said, why don't we just add him in an extra day?
Yeah.
You should for that price.
For that price. Well, you know what? Let me do my due diligence on my prices. Because, bro, what the hell?
Are you doing a tax-free thing as well?
I think so, yeah.
And the 15 hours?
Yeah. But it's still 3 days, isn't it? It's like 5 bills.
Damn.
That's expensive, bro.
Yeah, maybe.
It might be. Yeah, it might be more expensive than it is.
But my wife does all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just like, how much is it?
I hear it.
But
That's cool.
What about your newborn as well? How old is he now?
He's 4 weeks, 5 weeks now.
Wow,
Yeah,
so
he's
newborn.
new, man.
New.
Wow.
Yeah, he's new,
Yeah.
bro.
Wow.
But bless him, he's getting stronger.
Yeah.
I'm able to change his nappy without him crying.
Is it? Yeah.
So we're making small progress, man, because he
Good.
does not like his nappy getting changed, bro.
Doesn't he?
He
Yeah.
hates it.
Wow.
So he's getting stronger. It might be because obviously we had to get him circumcised. So maybe from then, he just didn't like that area.
Bro, that's
Circumcision
Bro,
thing,
it's
yeah.
peak. They didn't, bro. People need to speak about these things, you know.
Yeah, it's
They
peak.
didn't prepare me for that.
It's
And I'm
peak.
grown. Do you know what I mean? But when I see them split his willy in half, I said,
Bro,
whoa.
I remember
It's
watching
peak
it.
still.
Even it was only me in the.
Oh, your wife
circumcision.
didn't come in?
My wife didn't come in. She stayed upstairs. I think her mum stayed with her then. Yeah.
Did your
Yeah.
wife come in with you?
Yeah, but she was like this.
Yeah. My wife was like, oh yeah, I'll come. But as
Yeah.
soon as, because the guy came to our house, innit?
Okay.
Then as soon as like he was about to do it, she had to leave the room. She was like, nah, I
I
can't watch
hear it.
this.
I hear it.
It's the scream. It's that first scream that they do.
Yeah.
As soon as he was like,
It's
like,
deep.
it's like the scream just
Yeah.
increased. I was like,
Did you have a rabbi doing it?
Rabbi, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we did. So they did it full him awake, innit? Because
Yeah,
we thought I was
yeah.
under local anesthetic.
I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was local.
Man was,
anesthetic
he
that
was
we done
awake
as well.
still.
Crazy. How long did it last though?
What do you mean? Like the heat? Or
The whole procedure. Must have been quick though, innit?
It was quick, maybe like a couple minutes.
Yeah, I heard
But
rabbis did it quickly.
Yeah, but we obviously had to like
Hold him,
Down,
yeah.
Even me, I told him down.
It's
But mine
peak,
wasn't a
man.
rabbi. It was like it was one company.
Yeah, yours was probably local anesthetic.
Yeah, it was local anesthetic. I told him down.
Because I remember to go on, sorry.
No, go on.
No, because I remember obviously I wanted a boy in it.
Mm,
So when we found out I was having a boy, I was gassed. man.
yeah.
Like, just like that light bulb thing. I was like, wait, circumcision.
Yeah,
and
so
then your
that's
hand
crazy.
goes like this.
I
Bro,
was
when
like,
they injected his willy, bro,
Yeah.
his willy swells up on one
Yeah.
side and then they do on the other side. I
Yeah,
said,
bro, it's
"Bruh."
peak.
yeah, it's peak.
Deep,
still.
man.
Still. But yeah, anyway, obviously just to get into the episode, I think obviously best off to start off with how did you actually meet your wife and the backstory.
Yeah. Do you know what? So one of my boys was in my house.
Mm.
And then obviously he was kind of interested in one of my female friends. So then I took him to this female friend's house.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Proper wingman.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
That's a real wingman.
Man's at Erzul, bro.
Oh, no, honestly.
Erzul across the Giroud, fam. What?
Yeah.
So I took him there, and obviously my wife was there with a few. Obviously, there was like 4 of them girls, and then me and my boy.
That's a two-man step, yeah, man.
Too mad, bro. Too mad. I said, what? We don't know what we're walking in for,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we're
yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Wingman, go.
Yeah.
So we're going. Obviously, my wife's there, but I don't really pay much attention to her because she's not really looking da. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, now I know she only went there because one of her friends was helping her with her hair. So I didn't really pay much attention. Do you know what I mean? I think I might have said a couple of words just to be nice or whatever. And then I saw her a couple of months after that same friend's birthday. And I saw her from a distance. I said, rah.
It's can't be the same girl.
It's can't same girl. Same. What?
Yeah.
So obviously it's time to home time. I said, look, how am I going to maneuver this thing, innit?
Mhm.
So then obviously I went with a couple of my boys. I told my boys, look, wait outside, I'm coming.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? So I saw where she was.
Wait, how old were you when you met her? So how old were you when this happened?
I was like 23.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 23. I think she was 21.
Yeah.
So I've seen her. But again, like I was saying before, I'm not really one to go up to someone. Do you know what I mean? Maybe because obviously I used to do gospel music. So like
did
people
you?
used to just come to me, all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. So it's very easy for me to kind of build relationships because people make more of the effort.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the sort of person, if you make an effort with me, I will double it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it would look like I made an effort with you. Do you know what I mean? Once I get a little pull, I'll go in 10 times harder. But on this occasion, I said, nah, look, you got to do something, innit? So I caught her attention and then we just started rapping. We just started talking about, by rapping, I mean talking. Do you know what I mean?
I know you mean.
Nah, we know, man.
So we just started talking. I think we was talking Margate. We was talking about something rubbish. And I always believe, like, if a man is funny, 50% of your job is done, innit?
Yeah.
So I mean, we was just talking about Margate or something, and then that left that, and then started speaking on Facebook. Them days, Facebook was popping. Speaking on Facebook, but she was like replying a bit slow, all of that sort of stuff. So I said, you know, obviously you're doing your final exams right now. How am I going to continue this conversation? Got a number, long story short. Just started talking every day on WhatsApp, started talking every day. And interestingly, my boy said to me, something's going to happen. that's going to show you that this is the one for you. Because obviously she's my first, innit? First girlfriend, first ever. I've never had a girlfriend before.
Wow, yeah.
So my boy told me, look, something's going to happen that's going to make you want to make it official. Do you know what I mean? And then one day I went with her to lead worship and she was wearing a green bodycon dress leading worship. I said, that's it, man. Light bulb moment, there and then.
Wait, why the green bodycon dress?
Because she looks sexy, bro.
Oh, I hear
that.
I hear it, man. Oh, God said that.
Forget all of that, man. Forget all of that.
Being green today.
No. Bro, all of that is for the stories, bro. Forget all of that. But literally, I saw her. Obviously, I've always wanted someone that's like passionate about ministry, passionate about people, passionate about church.
Yeah.
And obviously, who doesn't want to sing? Do you know what I mean? So I saw that aspect and I looked at her, I'm like, rah, this girl, she's actually leng still. I think this is it, man. And then from then, bro, I was sold.
Yeah.
Didn't look back, bro.
I hear that.
Yeah.
So how did you take the next step in terms of proposing and stuff like that?
Good question, man. I think it kind of gets to, I feel like no one's ever ready for marriage. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
The same way that no one's ever ready to have a child. Like, what does being ready look like?
I don't think there's a...
Do you know what I mean? Like, what does I'm waiting to get my money up. You get your money up, something else is going to stop you from taking the next step, innit? So I think I kind of got to a point I thought, Gabz, you're 29, it's probably about time. You feel like you're in a good place financially, spiritually, mentally, as well as emotionally. Let's do it, man. Take the leap. Do you know what I mean? And then took the step. And then obviously that's when I proposed and I thought, okay, I'm ready. And I knew she was kind of ready. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, yeah, you're at that age now. Like, let's do it. Because I obviously, when we got married and bought a house in the same year.
Yeah.
Cash loss. But
bro.
we did it in the same year. So I was kind of waiting. I think financially, once you're in a place where financially you're in a good position, that's when you probably feel a bit more comfortable from a mental aspect.
Yeah.
So when I was in that place, when I kind of did the calculations and I thought, okay, cool. If I propose now, marry in a year, you can buy in a year at the same time.
Yeah.
That's when I thought, okay, cool, let's do it.
Heard that.
And then
was there any like external pressures from like family, like her, leading up to that point?
Interestingly, no.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe because I'm quite strong-willed, strong-headed. So like my family, they're not this typical Nigerian family that's just like, you must marry. Do you know what I mean? They're not really like that.
Yeah.
My mum's chilled, like she's so meek, she's so chilled. And her family, they're chilled as well, man.
Is she Nigerian?
No, she's Caribbean.
She's Caribbean.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
And they're quite chilled and like their mum and dad, they're big on church. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're probably thinking is in God's time. That's probably their thinking. Do you know what I mean? So they never once said to me, when you're gonna get married.
Yeah.
Like when you're gonna propose, they never once put any sort of pressure.
Yeah.
So for me, it was quite easy and quite chilled. So I was always kind of in the driving seat. Never really had anyone to kind of be like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
I heard that.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of her friends made jokes here and there, but
leave the friends,
do you know what I mean? They were,
focus on your own relationship.
That's what I'm saying. A small girl, get out of here. Small girl, where's your band? Small girl.
I was just adding 2 pence.
Bro, you know?
Hey, I was screaming. But yeah, okay, cool. So get married now, etc. How did you find out you was gonna be a dad?
And what you guys did it like?
Were you trying?
Did it come from a shock or?
Both of my kids are plans.
Oh,
okay,
black.
Nice,
Can I be honest here, guys?
Yeah, no, be honest.
Yeah, completely, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, transparent. I see what this is a transparent podcast, bro.
No problem.
Yeah.
So I'm on this Harry Kane thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily believe in trying. Like, you might be like, oh yeah, that's a bit naive for you to say. But for me personally, this is not something I'm saying for other people.
Yeah.
But for me personally, growing up, I never really understood this whole we're trying to have kids. It might sound ignorant and fairs, but for growing up, I never thought this whole I'm trying for a baby. I only ever heard I'm trying in church, interestingly enough. Like I didn't hear like the roadmen, but never like I'm trying to have a baby. The man, they would just pop out with a child at 17. Do you know what I mean? Chantel, Shaniqua, them girls used just to pop out with a child at 17. They were never trying. So growing up, I didn't really hear I'm trying. Do you know what I mean? Like my boys that had children outside of wedlock, they were young, they never tried, bro. Like better than mine. They didn't try. I never heard I'm trying. I only heard I'm trying in the African churches when I hear like
trying to conceive.
We tried for 6 years and the Lord said, do you know what I mean? In testimony time. But outside of testimony time, like when talking to like the man them or female friends who've had children, there was never this, oh, I'm trying. It was always unplanned. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I never really thought I'm trying. And obviously we didn't have our first child until 3 years.
Okay.
So we was married for 3 years. So I mean, bro, I've used condom once, bro.
I can't lie.
I don't, no contraception, bro.
I haven't used condoms since me and my wife
I
met.
can't relate.
No
Yeah.
contraception.
Yeah.
We didn't know, like, I don't like this whole contraception because it obviously affects the woman's body,
Yeah.
hormones. So we didn't no contraception. This is strictly pulling out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a pull out assassin, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't lie. I can't do that, man.
So what did you do then? How did you, or you have kids straight away?
Zeph was conceived before we got married.
Okay.
But now in marriage, there's no such thing as pulling out, man.
So what do you do? Are you using contraception?
We use contraception still.
Okay.
Well,
But no
I thought
condom,
I was
though.
a pull out demon, but yeah.
You got caught.
Got married and then...
Got caught slipping.
Yeah.
No, I hear it.
But I don't believe in condom with your wife, man, personally.
That's what I don't believe. I hear it,
I
man.
don't believe it, man.
I hear it, bro. I hear it. Trust me, I hear it.
Like, we're married. What am I using
Bro,
condom?
just take the risk,
Wait,
innit?
okay, so obviously before the 3 years you were pulling out, etc. And then did it just come to a point where, okay, I'm ready, not ready now, but you just said, okay.
The time is now.
Yeah.
Literally. I said the
Kinda
time
like,
is now.
You guys are strong, though.
Bro, how do you tell
Pull
that
out
a month later?
assassins. You guys are strong.
Bro, we have to. I can't use a condom because you don't feel nothing, bro.
Yeah, you don't feel that.
She don't feel that I care,
Yeah, it's true.
No,
Still.
okay,
Bro, it's childish.
Can
It's childish, man. Condoms are childish.
you just show this whole backside?
Nah, because you know how many times where, in fact, yeah,
Two of the things, bro. Two of the things.
He's gonna get that. She's gonna finish you.
nah, my wife will beat me. She'll beat me.
I hear it. No, I hear it.
No,
But I hear
But-
it still.
But yeah, so the wife got pregnant literally about a month after. I think probably about a month after.
Oh, wow.
Literally.
Yeah, that's good then.
I think there's like 2 occasions and then she was
Yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah, sick.
And then the second time, literally like three occasions and child was ready, man.
How did she break it to you? Did she like do any like surprise or?
She just came out of the toilet with a stick.
Yeah, just-
Literally. Yeah.
You know the ones on TikTok, you'll be seeing them put like a whole baby Air Force in
Yeah,
the back.
yeah.
Me and her, as we just sat down. No, in fact, I was even working when she told me, and she just came in and dropped the stick. And I looked at her, I said, let's go. And then that same day, I said, let's even buy the most expensive pregnancy test you could do.
Try again.
To try again.
Mm.
So obviously, she done it. Then we came and sat down. I just turned it over. When I saw it, I said, okay, well, hey, yeah. here
Can't
we
lie,
are.
I think my next child, I want her to do the most though.
To
Like,
do like a...
I want a romantic second pregnancy, bro. Because the first one was a whirlwind, bro.
Yeah.
The second baby, I want her to make an effort. Don't just come and show me stick. Nah,
I
bro.
hear it.
I want the most. Can't lie.
She's watching, so she
Yeah,
got
man.
to in
I want the
it.
most, bro.
No, first. No, that's cool.
Were you like when you had the first one? Were you like? Did you have any preferences in terms of like gender? Like, were you...
Yeah, do you know, I wanted a girl first, you know?
Okay, nice.
So I'm really happy I got a girl
Yeah,
first.
I wanted
yeah.
to go first, but yeah, it didn't happen.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah.
bye.
So I wanted a girl first, and then the second time I wanted a
Why?
boy. So
Why did you want a girl first?
I just think women are more mature, you know?
Yeah.
So I think have a girl first, and then the children after. Even though I only want to stop at 2, but yeah, so the son after, she can just,
Mm.
guide, lead, help, support,
Yeah.
all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, true.
So that's why I thought, let me have a girl first,
Yeah.
so that she can be the wisdom of out of the 2 kids.
I heard that.
No.
Do you have an older sibling, like older sister or anything?
Yeah, I'm the youngest. Yeah,
Oh, the youngest.
yeah,
I'm
I'm the
youngest
youngest.
of-
Yeah. Youngest of 4.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
nice. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like let me have a girl first. So when I did have a girl, I was delighted.
I was
man.
happy.
Mm.
Yeah, I heard that.
How did
I
you
heard
find it? So obviously, like your first child.
Yeah.
Tough, man.
Is it?
Tough, bro.
What
I'll
made
be
it tough?
real. So my daughter, she was heavily addicted to her mum.
Mm.
Mm.
When I took her, she'll start crying.
Mm.
Mm.
And I think men don't really probably don't really speak about these things, but I used to think like, raw, does this girl even love me? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a dad,
Mm.
but does she love me though?
Mm.
Because she'll be alright with my wife, but when it comes to me, she's crying, she's
Mm.
crying, she's crying. I can't do nothing. It's hard to build a
At
relationship.
what age? Like
It's
when?
like the first 6 months.
First six
Yeah.
months,
No,
okay.
Yeah.
I heard that.
First 6 months, it was tough. And obviously they say, you can bottle feed, the wife can breastfeed and you give it a bottle,
Mhm.
but still it's not really the
It's not the
same. Do you
same.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
the same. And obviously I understand that, the mums are obviously there for survival, do you know what I mean? Because
Mm.
they're breastfeeding, so they're building that relationship. They was in the womb for like 9 months, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. So I understand. But at the same time, it's just like, rah, like I made you too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the dad as well as the fact that, you got a mum. I'm 50% of, your parent right now.
Yeah.
But you're not showing me no love. So for time, it was hard for me, man. It was difficult from a mental aspect, trying to overcome the fact that I've got a daughter who probably doesn't even recognize me. Do you know what I mean? And it's tough. And then obviously speaking to my wife about it, she doesn't really understand, if I'm honest. She don't get where I'm coming from because she can't feel what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
For her, she's like, I need a break. Do you know what I mean? You're all over me. You're all over me. I need a break. Do you know what I mean? Whereas for me, I'm like, I want what you have.
Yeah.
But part of her wants what I have.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I want what you have. I want to be able to rock my daughter and, we build a good relationship. Like, I want that. So for time, I just have to make myself busy, do things around the house, keep myself occupied.
Yeah.
Just do all the other things that my wife won't necessarily do. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's cook, clean, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because at least that way the house can be maintained. If I'm not getting love from my daughter, at least
you try elsewhere.
No, I heard that. We spoke about that because we kind of felt the same at one point where it's just like, they always wanted their mum, and I'm just like, you know what?
But I thought with me, because I work in property, so the nature of my job at that time was I was always out in the office and stuff. So I felt like in the beginning of his life, it was just him and her. So when I would come around, it's like he would just want his mummy.
Yeah.
So was there like something at that period where you was like not always around or something? Because that's what I noticed. I thought with my child, he's like a quality time child. Where it's like if you spend time with him, he will like warm up to you.
Yeah.
So was there something at that period of time where you were like, okay, maybe you weren't around as much, etc.?
I was there, man. Remember, I've got 6 weeks off, innit? I was there.
Yeah.
And obviously, when you got a newborn, you're waking up every 2 hours. Wake up every 2 hours. It was me going downstairs. We were staying at my mum's at the time.
Yeah.
Going all the way downstairs, get a bottle, come back out, feed her. Every 2 hours, waking up, feed her. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
If I wasn't around then, cool, I can understand. But I was always around.
There. Okay, fair enough.
Still wasn't what it probably is.
Yeah.
What it is now. Now, we're like batting
Best
bench.
friends,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
So how did you not get over it, but how did you overcome that part?
I think it was difficult. I think it's difficult knowing that there's no one I can actually speak to. Because no one really understands. Like, I'm not many people around me at the time. Not many of my main friends have had children. So I'm like the first out of my immediate friends to get married, to have a child. So no one can really understand how I'm feeling. Do you know what I mean? Overcome it. Like I said, I just have to keep my head down and just wait. Like I was confident enough that we were going to get to a point where she's going to love me. I was confident at that. Do you know what I mean? I just kind of put it down to the fact that she's young. Right now, she needs her mum. So I think for me, it's having that level of understanding that it's not necessarily that she doesn't love me, even though it looks that way. Right now, she just desires her mum a whole lot more because she sees her mum for survival. And I think that level of understanding just kind of helped me and just kind of made me think, okay, cool. We're going to wait. You're going to misbehave right now. You're going to do shakara right now, but we're going to wait. I'll wait for you.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, fast forward, you've got a fantastic relationship. But at the time, it was just to keep your head down and just focus because that time will come where she'll overcome this once she gets older. I think at that newborn stage, it's very much, I just want my mum.
Yeah.
I feel like the first 6 months of having a child is probably hard for loads of, like, majority of men, because I feel like even from, like, the birth, obviously I know the births, like, the women's life's at risk, like, they basically go through everything. But I feel like as men, we're kind of like, I wouldn't say we're not regarded.
Bro, you get pushed,
Say, bro.
You get pushed to the side, it's fine.
Because even in the hospital, that chair that they give you, bro, my chair, was like, oh, bro, like, them ones where the leather's like ripped and it's like uncomfortable. Bro, I said, can I have another chair? Like, how can you give me this chair? Because like, this is the only chair you've got. And even when she gave birth, she was in labor for like the whole day. So we hadn't eaten. When she gave birth, they bring the toast and that. They gave her toast. I was like, where's my own toast? They said, oh, sorry, we can't give you for the mum. I said, listen, go and get me toast. But there was the midwife was there. She went to give me my own toast. But I'm like, even then, bringing the baby home, it's like, it's all about the mum. It's all about the baby. So it's like, as men, that first 6 months, we're not really there. Like, so mentally, it's kind of hard to like navigate through that period. But
you're kind of on your own. You're really kind of on your own.
Literally.
Unless you got boys that are married. I mean, it's kind of right. Like, you lot can obviously chat with each other.
He was the only person, bro. He was the person that chatted to the most, bro.
I get it. It makes sense, man.
I always say thank God for him because at that time, when I was trying to ask, do all these questions, etc., that I had about, looking after them, etc., not being really regarded, not really being, like, basically being the side man, which is fine. But I was just like, if I didn't have someone to speak to, then I don't even know where my head would have been.
Would have been tough, man.
Yeah, very tough.
Don't get me wrong though. Let me shout out a woman in case women are listening to this thinking these men.
Oh,
like, women go for a mad thing.
No,
they do.
Women go for a mad thing, so I hear the extra focus.
Of course,
because they're literally like childbirth. I think is a miracle. Like,
bro, it's crazy.
Like you could die from it. Like so, that's the we're not discrediting their role,
not discrediting,
but just 2%, 5% of some guy to be like.
For the boys.
Yeah, women go through it, man.
They do.
Preeclampsia, gestational diabetes, having to get a cervix.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They go through you so much,
the whole
man.
thing about like, bro, like a baby growing inside. Like I still, even sometimes to this day, I'm just so shocked that like a baby can go from how small to all of that. You know what I mean? So now the big,
you still have to bring the baby out.
And you still have to bring them out, bro. The
crazy,
shoulders
man.
that have to come out, bro. Craziness. And that's even some people even do C-section, which is a mad thing, bro.
Yeah, we had to do C-section twice, bro.
Twice?
Yeah, same. So we done. She done C-section the first time. Do you choose or do they tell you?
They tell you.
They tell you. Okay, so if you had C-section the first time, they'll say you're gonna have it again.
After the first time, I knew he was gonna have a C-section the second time.
Yeah.
So I remember like a couple of days before my wife got induced, we was going around shopping, buying a few bits and bobs, and my wife was like, "Oh, I need to buy this." It was like £13. So I need to buy this because when I have a natural birth, I'm going to need this.
So put that down,
bro. It's your £13. We're not doing it. We're going to go to the hospital. We're going to have a
I'm screaming.
You know, you're so funny because my wife has been doing, obviously I don't want to discredit her, but she's been doing, like I'm really going to try and have a natural for my second time. I said, Janet,
forget all of that. Leave that thing. Leave that thing.
But C-section is like, bro, I can't lie. It's one of the most traumatic experiences I've ever faced. So I hear why she would want to have a natural for a second time. But sometimes I'm just like, bro, it's just go.
As long as the baby comes,
man.
Yeah,
as long as the baby comes, bro.
As long as the baby comes,
you're okay afterwards.
Yeah,
but so then obviously you're going from 1 to 2 now. How mad is the jump of going from 1 to 2?
Do you know what? Fortunately, the second baby just wants to eat and sleep. So like I was saying earlier, we've kind of split roles and responsibilities. So I kind of got my daughter. So like I'll do the nursery runs, I don't wake her up, she wakes me up in the morning. She wants to eat it big, it's me, bathing it, all of that sort of stuff is all me. And then my wife will do everything with obviously the newborn. Don't get me wrong, there might be times I'll change his nappy, I'll feed him bottle, when my wife has pumped or whatever. So I think having the responsibility shared across the children obviously helps. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because obviously now I'm in my bag now with my daughter. 2 years deep now, I'm in my bag. And obviously the baby literally just wants to eat and sleep. So fortunately, she's got the baby. Obviously it's challenging, knowing that I'm always waking up early. Like my daughter will wake me up at 6:30. Get up, 3, 2, 1. It's like, bro, it's 6:30 in the morning. You're doing 3, 2, 1. But fortunately, I've kind of got the chick, just go to bed early, innit? Just go to bed early, 9:30, knowing that she's going to wake up at 6:30, go to bed early and then start the day. What life looks like when I go back to work is going to be very, very interesting. Because obviously now I ain't got no work, so I can wake up in the morning, do you know what I mean? Do everything she wants me to do. But when I am working again, that's probably when the challenge is going to kick in. And even that, I think we're roping in my wife's mum. Kind of staying in a couple of days a week.
Nice.
Just to kind of see how we adjust. Obviously, me being back to work and stuff. But
are you predominantly in the office or you do work from home?
Twice in the office. Supposed to. Twice in the office, but more times. Sometimes I'll cheat the system. And
Just one.
I'm about to have a baby. Can't come in right now. You know what I mean? Need to be at home. But it's supposed to be twice. So, but so far so good. But I think it's easier when I've been at home for 5 weeks. So the challenge has not been that bad. You know,
I do see that though. A lot of people. So obviously, if you have 2 children, one will take. Like the dad will always take the
toddler, innit?
Toddler, and then just do whatever, wear them out, etc. Then mums will always take the newborn.
I would kind of
make sense.
I would do. Obviously, that would probably be how it runs in my household. But I would want to have the newborn sometimes though. Some days.
No, but of course you would though.
Yeah. Because I don't. Yeah.
Your wife would want to shower, innit? She'd want to do something.
True.
You're gonna have to like, you know.
Yeah. And even when Zeph is probably in nursery, or even Mali, for example, when he's in nursery.
See you and the baby,
So you didn't mind having a boy next, or you just?
I wanted a boy. One of each balance is restored now.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm out of game now.
You're not overpowered. So you don't want No more.
No,
You're
we're
done.
done, man.
Is it? How comes?
I just think the way society is going, I think it's challenging.
Yeah.
And I'm still selfish. I think to have children, you have to be selfless. There's still an act of selfishness in me. Like, I still want to go on holidays.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of new to holidays. So my wife kind of put me on this whole holiday thing. Before, I used to think holidays overrated.
Same stuff.
But since getting married, it's like, me too, let me do lifestyle.
You're like me too.
I'm tapped in now. But before I thought holidays is meaty. You're paying $1,000 to look at the tallest building in Europe. Bro, just go study geography, bro. Do you know what I mean? If you care that much, go study geography and look at tall buildings. But now, it's like, I get it now. Do you know what I mean? My wife has put me on. So holidays, date nights, all of that sort of stuff. Like, I like all of them sort of things. I'm active. Whereas now, it's like, I've got to think childcare, got to think this, got to think that. Who can they stay with for the weekend? Who can come to my house and look after the little ones? Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a challenge to have a third one. It's, lifestyle is gone, man.
Yeah, no, even me, I was saying that, like, obviously when, if I have another child and it's a boy, I was thinking about getting a snip. Because I was like, bro, because I want to go next, innit? So I was like, I want boy, girl, boy. That's what I wanted. Or then at the same time, I wanted to go first. It just depends, whatever. But then if I have two boys, I was just like, bro, two boys is like, bro, if
I want two boys,
another Malachi, another Malachi, Jesus, he might run me ragged, bro. And I was just like, if it's two boys, I might have to get the snip. I can't risk it. 3 boys,
you know, I want
that's a
two
big risk.
boys. At least one of them will play ball, bro.
At
least one of them.
That's what I'm saying. When Malachi
at least one of them.
When Malachi said his first word, when he said ball, I said this is going to be in the documentary of your football career starting.
Oh, because Zephaniah has no interest in football. Well, he's 2.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to like get him.
It's a good age though.
It's a good age to start. He kicks it and that. But it's like when that football's on, it's like I'll try and make him like sit down with me, innit?
Oh no,
he don't care.
They'll play though. Remember, kids are active.
Yeah.
Like my daughter, she's on playing football.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she'll kick the ball, left foot, everything. Like,
would you put him into football?
Yeah, I'm a football or boxing, one of the two.
I heard that.
Hey, boxing.
Yeah, we live in Kent, bro. I can't have my daughter getting bullied in school.
True.
I can't. I've seen too many videos on Twitter.
Yeah, I hear it.
It stresses me, bro.
I hear it.
It stresses me. So I think our children need to know how to box, kickbox. They need to do something. Just in case. Do you know what I mean? Because we're in areas that's predominantly white, bullying.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I agree still. But yeah, one of the reasons why I got you on, or we shouted you, was just pretty much because of men and marriage. And I spoke to like people that are even married, so some men that were even married, etc. And they always kept asking me like, we'd have these debates about marriage, etc. And they'd be like, "Oh, what is the benefit of marriage for men?" And sometimes I kind of was like, obviously you have debate stuff of, I have a partner, companion, etc. like that. But I didn't really know how to answer. So I was just trying to get like someone else's thoughts that's been married for a while, etc. So do you know like, or have any advice in terms of like what is the actual benefit, or even if there is a benefit?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm similar to you in terms of benefits for men. I don't necessarily put it down to the gender itself.
Yeah.
I remember having a conversation on my pod recently, and Ore was talking about the benefits of getting married for women. And I was like, you can't really encourage women to get married just because if something happens, she gets 50% of what he owns. If something happens, they're going to go to her to sort out the will and that sort of stuff. That's a bit of a morbid way to look at marriage. I mean, so we had that debate. For men, I don't really look at it like there's a structural way for men should get married. Like, for example, if a man marries, he gets this, so he gets that. I think more so just the beauty of marriage in itself, especially obviously if you're in a relationship. So the ability to come home to a cooked meal, for example, I think that goes a long way. It carries weight. Do you know what I mean? The ability to pillow talk to someone that you love so much and give them all of your secrets, all of your darkest secrets, all of your ambitions, all of your visions, and to be able to talk through it. I mean, those things are obviously sensational as well.
Yeah.
Now, some might argue and say, well, you don't need to get married to do this, which is true, but it kind of comes down to your beliefs. I think me as a Christian, this is obviously marriage was something that was quite big for me, something that was quite important for me, because obviously we're making a covenant before God, like, look, this is it. Do you know what I mean? This is the covenant we're making. This is what we stand for. This is what we believe. This is obviously what we're going to do. So for me, for that, marriage is obviously important. I know for man want to have sex, innit? So I say to him, look, if you want to have sex, go and get married. I don't understand. Do you know what I mean? Guilt-free sex. Who doesn't want that? You can shag and not feel guilty afterwards. If that's going to encourage you to get married, then just take that one and go. And I think most men probably want to hear that. I think a lot of men, they don't want to hear that, oh, it's getting married, it's just a piece of paper. Like, how many times do we hear that from men? Like, come on, man, come with new excuses. Come with new excuses, bro. As we go to 2025, give me something different. It's just a paper, but we bought a house together. That's the biggest commitment.
Yeah, that's what they say, bro.
Bro, we hear it. We hear it all the time. Do you know what I mean? But I think there's something that kind of goes a long way with marriage. I think knowing that you're a husband, I think you do kind of get seen in a different light. You probably do get a certain level of respect in comparison to just a boyfriend. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's probably important, probably key.
You know what? To that as well, I feel like when you do get married, you definitely get seen in a new light. I feel like a lot of like even in certain jobs or something like that, they believe that once you are married and you can prove that you can take care of your family, they trust you more in terms of promotion, stuff like that. So I think that is actually a benefit, to be honest, as well.
I think he's probably just come across a bit more settled, I think.
Yeah, and definitely.
That's why I've seen Wenger only signs men that are
What
relationships.
Arteta?
Look at
Arteta.
Bro, all of the man there, Rams, bro.
Why does he do that, bro? He's bare. Arteta's bare weird, bro.
He's strange, isn't it? He's strange.
What team is he?
Arsenal.
Yeah. You know he's a Tottenham fan.
Spurs fan.
Oh,
A black Tottenham fan.
Well, there's bears in us still. There's actually bears.
And you live in Essex?
Yeah.
Bro,
But my dad.
Oh, he supports Tottenham,
Yeah. So
Fair
family,
enough,
innit?
Who did you grow up watching? Like Modric and Bell?
Yeah, man.
And they left.
Berbatov, Robbie Keane, Defoe.
You didn't watch Robbie Keane.
I did, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, when I started really, really taking interest in football when I was like 4 or 5.
Oh, fair.
And I was like, what? 2021, 2020, 21,
2021.
2001.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, bro, I'm talking to a 9-year-old.
Yeah, like Robbie Keane, that's when he's first started coming through,
Keane,
like middle, them man. Like,
middle.
Yo, ballers, bro. I can't lie. Ballers.
Hey, man, not for Tottenham, bro.
But yeah, I heard that. I think in terms of marriage and like being a husband, I do think you get a sense of self-respect. Because even like in my interview, for example, like they asked you, they were like, oh, you got a ring, are you married? I'm like, yeah. And it's like I can't explain it. Like, I reckon I do get some opportunities being married. Like, I think you do.
Even just the way they communicate with you, it's like there's a level of respect, you know what I mean? There's a je ne sais quoi there.
Yeah. And I feel like
when you have kids as well, my good.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm an adult now. You're going to talk to me like an adult now.
Yeah. I hear that still.
No, I hear it. And I feel like even me, like even wearing my ring, it gives me like a sense of pride and accomplishment. I don't know, it definitely like makes me feel like I'm doing something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I was gonna say, like, some man who just don't care about all of this stuff.
Yeah. That's the rule. That's the
some
rule.
man be like, okay,
the wrong house.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's the truth.
So yeah, actually, I think with me being a married man, I think, yeah, like you said, I definitely agree in terms of like your beliefs. But like you said, women get, when the man obviously passes away, women will get 50% and all this money, etc. But what practical things do men like benefit from?
There's nothing gonna practically.
I don't feel like there is anything.
Yeah, so I can hear the man them like
I
hear it.
Yeah.
That's what's like, fair enough, don't get married, bro.
Yeah.
You play the field, I mean, don't get married. We're not forcing you. Don't get married, G.
Yeah.
Stay there.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane, bro.
Yeah.
But then don't go on Twitter and say the streets is cold.
I heard that.
Told you. You're out to, the streets is cold. Those aren't fun relationships. You lot lucky, you lot happy. We told you, bro.
Yeah.
6 years ago, we told you. Pattern up.
Yeah, I heard that.
She's nice, chat to her, but they didn't listen.
Yeah. But there's even like, so even, not even to bait anyone out, but, so there's even like, it was in my like workplace one time when I was just talking to people about marriage, etc. And obviously, one guy that was married was saying, "Oh, his boys, they basically, you know, they go out and party and step out on their marriage, etc. because their wife's not doing certain things at home,
Or not freeing it up.
Yeah, that's
allegedly.
Allegedly. Like one apparently allegedly that she hadn't done, like freed up like maybe like 3 times in 1 year, and I said, I said, you know, what's reaction?
That's it. Nah, 3 times in 1 year.
3 times in 1 year. Even me, I was like, ooh. I was like, bro, does he communicate? Does he talk? So I was like, bro, you're just kind of going on these party holidays and all this stuff to do that kind of stuff, but you're kind of disgracing your family back home from doing these kind of things. But they think it's okay because she's not doing her part. And I was like, I don't, you know.
But what's her part though? I feel like sometimes when men say that, I like to think when like is a dry season in terms of romance and intimacy, I always look at it like, okay, she's not doing her part, but what have I done to put her in that space where she doesn't want to do that? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, have I not helped her this week? Have I not been romantic this week? Have I been harsh spoken to her this week? You get me?
Yeah.
Where she's like hardened herself not to free it up.
No, I hear it.
So it's like she's not doing it. You're trying. I know, babe, I'm tired. But it's like, okay, what have you done that past week or two to make her get there? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me challenge you a little bit though.
Okay, go on.
Just to expand the convo rather than we're just agreeing with you and that sort of stuff. Is sex a reward? Do you feel like sex, her giving you sex, is that a reward?
It's not a reward. I think it's my right. I think as your husband, I think it's a right. Like for you to, I think even me, like I feel like I'm obliged to pleasure you. Like you're my wife. So so it's not like, oh, you've been horrible to me today, no sex. I don't believe in that. Like,
why do you feel like you have to do something for her to be like, okay, cool, I'll give you?
I feel like sometimes women get into like, I feel like sex is like kind of emotional with women. I feel like they need to enter a space where they like feel like I can't explain, they feel stuff.
I agree.
Like where, for example, let's say this whole week I've been harsh to my wife, me and her have been arguing, haven't really been nice to her, I've been not helpful in the house. She ain't really gonna be jumping on me to want a nap. You know what I'm saying? So I think, as men, it's like, my wife can be a prick to me all day. As long as I'm at the end, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? You get me? But I feel like with women, it's like, they're wired differently. So that's what I think.
You know, I agree with you. I definitely do feel like, I think women connect with sex on an emotional level.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can connect with your wife emotionally, then sex kind of becomes easier for you. However, on a flip side, the same way that men can have quickies, surely should be the same way for women. Like, I don't necessarily believe you always have to be in a space. The same way men, we don't always have to be in a space. Sometimes we might be tired, do you know what I mean? But like you said, we still want to please our wives. So we can be tired and still shag.
Yeah.
Like, you don't necessarily need to be full strength, rose petals,
100%.
everything. Sometimes a quick 3 minutes and be in and out. It doesn't need to be this romantic. And that's why I questioned about this whole emotion and her being in a space. Don't get me wrong. I know that if you want to have the best experience, she needs to be in that space. She needs to be emotionally start the texts from the day, the dirty text, whatever it is that you want to do.
Good morning, beautiful.
Start it early. Do all of that. Ask her how her day is. It's like you got to build up. Do you know what I mean? You got to do tiki-taka. You can't just come and just, gun-ho like Alex Ferguson's United.
No, but you know them ones, like, when I know I've been shit that day, and like, I still like do it, I feel kind of bad still. I don't know. I feel like I've just taken something. Like, I haven't earned it. I don't know.
That's what you feel like sex is a reward. You just don't realize.
I hear it, man.
You feel like, hard day's work. I deserve a good shag tonight. That's how you feel.
There was one day, like, I took them blue water. Like, I bought them stuff. Like, we went to eat. Like, we had a good day.
Yeah.
And then obviously when it came to the time, like, she went really early. I was like, wow. Like,
I went to
all of that I've just done. Like. So I hear it still. I hear it, man.
Obviously, that's what works. Do you know what I mean? That's what works. It doesn't mean stepping out because of that, though. That's crazy, kind of bringing it home.
Yeah.
But I think, obviously, those things work. But like you said, it doesn't guarantee it.
Yeah.
Because you did all of that, came home and nothing happened. Do you know what I mean? But only having sex 3 times in a year is nasty work, though.
It's nasty
work.
It's nasty work.
Okay, so question, Obviously, I know we don't agree, but do you blame him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand.
I can understand.
But I don't have to understand and agree. But I can understand. Like, your reasonings, your rationale, your wife's not giving it to you, get it elsewhere. Like, I understand it. I'm not going to be like, you like 3 times. Oh, fair enough. I hear why you did it. However, obviously, we know it doesn't make it right.
Yeah, 100%.
But 3 times, there's something deeper. There's something deeper in there. And it might be coming back to what you said.
Yeah.
Is that he's not doing his part.
Yeah.
But then on that side, to stick up for the man them a little bit, it's interesting that the wives don't need to do their part. We're just ready.
Yeah.
Your wife don't need to do her part, but you're ready to give it to her.
Yeah.
But we're men, they're women, innit? Like, we're just different, man.
That's double standards, though.
It is, but I feel like life is double standards, man.
Agreed. It shouldn't be like that, though.
It shouldn't, but I feel like life is double standards.
Because that means we're bottom barrel.
Yeah.
We're basically scam of the year. Do you know what I mean? Like, anything, our wives could talk trash to us.
And then we're standing.
Ready.
Like,
give it. Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
It's crazy. Like, and I always believe it doesn't take men much. We're not moved by much. It's just,
nah, we're not, to be honest. I can't lie.
Because you see what I said about, see, like what we were saying about, you had like tiki-taka, like we had to work the day. It's like, what they don't, like,
They don't do nothing,
They don't
bro.
have to do
Bro,
anything.
They just put their hand in your cock and that's
I
it,
know,
bro.
bro,
That's it, bro.
Remember, we had the same because we had when our wives came on
Mhm.
like bare episodes ago, and we were talking about obviously. I was like, bro, I feel cheated because at the end of the day, if I do all of this during the day just for you to say it, I was like, what's the point then?
Yeah.
If it's not gonna work, then I might as well have not bothered.
Although we can't do these things in order to
No,
get sex,
of course,
though. But yeah,
but it's just to make it easier.
yeah, no, of course.
Because if I don't do anything and I come to you in the night,
Yeah.
you're looking at me like, bro, you haven't even like. I think Abs was saying like, you can't just switch. Women can't just switch on like that. You have to be put in the mood, etc.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so I'll be put
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what
mood.
you're saying.
Then,
Where it's like you don't agree that's the case. Like the same way we can have a quickie, they should be able to. Have that
Some
as
women
well.
can.
Yeah, some women can.
Like there's sometimes I don't tiki taka. I don't use tiki taka. Sometimes my wife puts it on me.
Yeah, I hear that, man.
Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Come on, and me.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Like I'm hustling.
Just grinding.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a grind. You grind all day for something for 7 minutes. For something like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes max. 15 minutes.
No, screaming.
Foreplay might be 7. Do you know what I mean? The rest.
Yeah.
But you grinded all day. It's like what they say about Usain Bolt. He ran a race for 9 minutes, but he changed his whole life.
Yeah, so,
It's kind of similar. You grind, good morning.
Yeah.
So what do you think? So with that scenario, what do you actually think the guy should do then?
Black men don't cheat, man.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. 100%.
So you got to go home and chat to your wife.
Yeah.
You got to chat to your baby and say, what's really going on? But be prepared for what she's going to give you, because she's going to give you a whole list of things.
Yeah.
Because that 3 times a year, it probably comes down to what you man are saying, is that he's not been putting in a certain level of work. So she probably doesn't feel loved, doesn't feel wanted, probably doesn't feel attracted to him.
Yeah.
They might have communication issues that's obviously preventing her from wanting to give up her body. Because no woman's going to want to have sex with her husband if she doesn't feel loved, if she doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Hence why I kind of come back to what we're saying. We need to connect with our wives emotionally for them to be in a position where it's you're actually turning me on. Do you know what I mean? Like I want this. So there's probably deep issues in their relationship, and obviously the sex 3 times a year is just a simple manifestation of the lack of things happening within their relationship. So ultimately they got to talk it through, because that is crazy.
That when I got told that, like obviously I was a whole like black men don't cheat, etc. Then when he said that, I was like, eesh. I said I can't really say much to that. I was like, you know what? I said fairs, but I don't agree.
Though. Like I feel like another thing that men need to have is just more self-control, man.
No, honestly.
Like just because cool, you haven't had it for free, you've had it 3 times in a year, but it's like, does that mean you now should go and
bro,
just
rank, man. It's easier.
Is it easier?
I don't understand. Get the baby oil, do your thing, bro. You're safe. Question for you, man, though, on this. How often do you guys have sex with your wives?
Damn, nigga. Now you know what? I can't lie. Like frequently, like recently, it's been frequently still, like 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
A few times.
Okay.
Yeah, like it could be 3, it could be 4, like frequently still.
What do you do with a child?
He's sleeping, bro.
Oh, okay. Different room?
That one.
Different room, yeah.
Okay.
Me 2, 3, just depends on how the week has gone, to be honest. But with Malachi, obviously we were talking about this the other day as well. Like it's not every day in the nighttime. Sometimes during the day. So obviously we had like this jump routine. I just put him in the jump room 10 minutes. I said, bro, just watch Miss Rachel, bro. Let me enjoy quickly.
Yeah.
So it just depends, but more times in the night. But obviously, you know the ones, if you wait till the night, you're both tired and then...
I want to ask you a question as well. Obviously, how long have you been married for?
It'll be 6 years.
6 years, but that's a long time. I've only been married 2, coming up to 3 years.
2.
Like, how do you keep the like, how do you keep that spark and like that? Like, how do you sustain that?
Interestingly, and it sounds corny, man. It sounds so corny. I don't hate to say it, but we're really good friends, man.
Okay.
Like we're best friends. Like I'm from Hackney, she's from Hackney.
Yeah.
So already we kind of got that connection. Do you know what I mean? So we're really, really good friends, man.
That's
and
good.
I think sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes it's just like, where's your husband and wife, you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like don't take my friendly. Like, she don't say it in these words, but it's the revelation I'm getting. I don't take our best friend thing for granted. Do you know what I mean? I'm still your wife. Remember that. So sometimes I gotta like slap myself on the wrist and be like, yeah, Gabz, don't get too comfortable in this best friend thing.
What do you do when you get comfortable? Like, so what do you do for her to say that?
What do I do for her to say don't get comfortable?
Yeah.
I think it might be like the way we talk. Do you know what I mean? So we might banter.
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable in my banter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? or even the disputes that we might have. I might sound harsh, but that's just the way I communicate. That's not me. That's not me being aggressive, or that's just the way I debate. Like I might be loud when I'm debating, or I might be harsh, or I might question you. Do you know what I mean? You might say something, and then for you, I might be like, all right, bro, let me challenge you a little bit. But if it was her, I'll be like, hold on a second, but what you're saying doesn't really make sense, though. That's because I'm comfortable. But obviously, with you, it's the first time I'm doing this pod, so I might be like,
but you can still say it, bro. It's calm, man.
No, next time. So with her, I'm just like, but that comes across to her as like, not necessarily aggressive, but like we're warring.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're not arguing. But that's because that's how I chat with my boys. And I bring that into the home. So that's why it's just like, I got to remember, right, Gabz, this is actually your wife, this is your princess, your crown jewel, all these other things that these churches say.
But you forget that, because like me and my wife, I would like to say that we were best friends before we got married and had our kid. And that therefore comes out in our relationship. Like, with me, it's like, I think that leads to like the romance thing, where it's like, I'm not the most romantic. It's because it's like, we're like best friends kind of thing. I don't feel like I need to do all of that. But obviously, she's my wife and she desires that. So I definitely do agree in that, man.
So interestingly, even with saying the whole romance thing, I was watching Specs on Chunks and Philly the other day. He's been with his missus for 20 years. And I remember he was saying, bro, obviously you can't really take Specs completely seriously. But 20 years in a relationship.
It's a long time.
Take something in.
Very long time.
He's like, when you get to 20 years, love goes out the window. That's what he's saying. He's like, romance, you think if I buy petals for my wife, she's going to care.
Yeah.
So I hear it, when you get that far, it's kind of hard to kind of keep up the longevity, like the romance, all of that sort of stuff. But I think romance obviously is different for different couples. Romance, for me, romance is not the red rose petals on the floor. That's not really romance for me. Do you know what I mean? But like the simple things like date nights, that sort of stuff, buying gifts, things like that is obviously things that they like. And if there's little things, like if they like flowers, if they like chocolate, like my wife gets excited if I buy her a meal deal. Do you know what I mean? As simple as it's ridiculous. But if I buy if I bring a meal deal from Tesco, bro, she's delighted. She's delighted.
That's nice though. That sounds very cost efficient.
Bro, I mean, bro, I ain't got to do much. I ain't got to buy Balenciagas, bro. Well, like it's the little things. I think probably because meal deals kind of carried her through pregnancy. Do you know what I mean? So I think when you find little things that they can connect with, it's like, oh, right, like you actually thought about me. Do you know what I mean? But if I buy my wife ice lollies, because ice lollies carried her through pregnancy. So things like ice lollies, it's like, oh my days, this is amazing, sensational. So I think it's just the little things, and it's like, right, it kind of makes a big thing for them. And I think, again, it's just having fun. I think that's probably key, is having fun. Whatever fun looks like, whether it's holidays, date nights, talking about what's happening on the Shade Borough, like whatever fun is for you, I think, just always have fun, man. And I think that's been key. Because obviously, in a marriage, because once you've been together for so long, not saying it can become stale, but it's like you can really become comfortable. You have kids and you're just used to each other. Now you're in daddy mode now. So I mean, we're in parent mode. It's just like, right, we've got to get up, get the kids ready, send them to school. I've got to go to work. You've got to do this. Then we've got to go to church. We've got to go gym. Before you know, you haven't even spent much time talking to each other.
No, there is. I think sometimes I'm even in that part because me and my wife, we've been together. It's going to be 9 years in December. 2 years married. So it's just like, sometimes we're just going through the motion and it doesn't sometimes feel like I've spent much time with her because obviously it's like, okay, Malachi, we're working during the day. Malachi's going from room to room. Even if he's in nursery, we're still both working, etc. Then obviously when one of us comes home or whatever, getting ready to go to bed. 10 o'clock, that's everything's done. Wash plates, everything, place is a bit tidy. Then it's just basically bedtime.
So you guys have a community?
In terms of like
grandparents, friends.
No, we do grandparents, but obviously grandparents aren't always gonna take them. Obviously, so it just depends. So like one thing that we haven't done a lot is date nights, and that's something that I really want to get back into doing.
What's the reason?
So it's just because of Malachi, to be honest. It's just about finding the time to do it. So we've been struggling with that, but like we have been going out with him. Obviously, sometimes going out with him is a bit of the ghetto.
It's
hands
work.
on the table. You won't just sit down and watch something. But yeah, we do spend time together like as a family. But just me and her, we haven't done that for a little bit. So
I think it's important as well, man. This is why I asked about the community. I think grandparents have to bang it out.
Yeah.
I don't care if I can't give them to the grandparents, man. You have to.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's important that you guys, we all remain married, do you know what I mean? Because we never want to be in that cycle where we just become parents.
Yeah.
Kind of like, we kind of become our parents, that we're just together because the sake of the kids.
Yeah.
At the same time, you still, like, this is the person you married when you was young, and you still want to have that same energy. 5 years in, 10 years in, 15 years in. Which is why we need to make use of the grandparents as much as possible.
Yeah.
And even if you've got friends as well,
Yeah.
you can obviously just come, look after the children, whatever. Like, I'm a full-on advocate for grandparents.
Yeah. We said that though with friends as well. Like, even I was like, at some point Ken's gonna take Malachi or take Zeph, and
that's
we'll
good.
do it like that.
That's good.
We bang grandparents,
bro.
Like every week. I think Zeph is with his grandparents like once a weekend. Like,
That's good.
Yeah. Bang grandparents. Like, because when she was pregnant, they were like, "Oh, when he's here, don't worry, bring him." Now I'm like, "Yeah, bro, have him, bro."
Him.
But I wanted to ask you a question though. Obviously, I know every couple has like dry spells and like intimacy and sex, etc. Whereas like it could go for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks without obviously being more intimate. Like, how do you guys navigate that when you're facing that moment in your marriage?
I'm in it as we speak, bro.
Yeah.
So obviously,
but you have a reason to be in it though.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm cheating, innit?
Yeah.
They got you there.
Yeah. I'm definitely cheating still. So if it's outside of like pregnancy and kind of recovery, a spell could last a few weeks.
Yeah.
But I think with me personally, it gets to a point where, not that you forget about it, but you're just so used to day in and just living each day that you no longer become focused on that. And it also kind of comes down to one sex drive and managing the sex drive. So for me, I'm able to manage my sex drive. And it might be because obviously my wife was my first, innit? So I never had sex up until a couple of years before marrying her. So for the longest time, for like 26 years, never had sex before. So I was able to kind of control my sex drive from young. So in the spells where she might not be on it, maybe because we've had bad communication issues at the time, for me, it's been all right because I've been able to manage it. And kind of understand, all right, cool. Well, you got to do better then. Kind of come back to what you were saying earlier about kind of building that environment where she does obviously want to have sex and be comfortable in doing so. Something in terms of managing that spell, it's tough, but you really just got to head down and bro, it's just kind of close yourself out.
Okay.
Just to kind of,
because
the worst thing you can do is start watching porn. That's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Because once you start that, it's finished. You're not gonna want to go back to your wife.
Yeah, it's finished still.
You're done. You're cooked, bro.
Yeah.
So I think you definitely got to get your head down and just kind of train your body to like withhold. Like, this is not gonna happen right now. Do you know what I mean? And then worst case scenario, like masturbate. Worst case scenario. There is that topic. Question for you guys actually. Do you feel like married men can masturbate? Or unmarried women?
You know what,
Like, is it allowed?
I'm so glad of us speaking about this. With masturbation and being married, I'm like, bro, if I do this, I know I'm not going to cling to my wife because it's like, I could just be doing this every day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need you. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't think you should, because I think with me, I'm so big on like seeds. And obviously I've struggled with lust because I lost my virginity well before I met my wife. So I've dealt with lust and I battled with lust, and that's something that I'm still battling like now mentally. So I feel like once you invite masturbation and porn, it's like you're just sowing seeds, and it's like, cool, you're masturbating, but you're watching something to masturbate, and then before you watch something to masturbate,
What if you masturbate without watching porn?
No, I can't. I have to.
For a person, that's a personal thing, but I'm saying in general.
I don't know, man. Because then if you're not watching porn, because with me, I'm like, masturbation means you're watching porn. But if you're not watching porn, then I don't know, because I've never done that.
Yeah, I'm pretty much.
So with me, it's like.
What would you say to like, there might be some guys watching, married men watching, who are in this position where, you know, they're not getting sex from their wife. They might be similar to the guy that you mentioned earlier. Maybe not 3 times, it might have been 10 times this year. What do you say to the man who is married but is in a tough time? Or the man who's been away from work for like 2 months?
You know what? I don't know if it's like godly to masturbate. I don't think it is.
In marriage?
In marriage. I don't know. I don't think I don't know, bro. Like Like, I don't
talking
know.
like I'm going
bro.
by the ropes. Obviously, it's not in the Bible.
I don't know
It's
if
not in the
it's,
Bible.
if it's
Yeah.
godly to do this.
We know
Because-
masturbation is wrong outside of marriage, just in case people are
Is it so?
misunderstanding.
Is masturbation okay in marriage?
That's what I'm asking. Because obviously the Bible doesn't really mention anything about it in marriage. It just mentions obviously masturbate, fornication, all that sort of stuff. That's for people that are unmarried. So I've always kind of thought, all right, what about in marriage? What occurs then? If you're away on a business trip for 3 months away from your wife, what do you do? What do you do, T?
Come on. It'll be your FaceTime call.
Oh,
But that's
Um,
masturbate.
phone sex.
That's
Yeah, I'll do
masturbating.
that.
though.
I'll do
Okay.
that.
But that's
I
still
think
masturbating.
So he's
though.
obviously alright with it.
I think that's okay. I don't know. But because I'm in limbo, I think it's okay. I don't know.
I think somebody in the comments, tell us because I don't know.
I
if
do not know.
masturbating
It's
is-
such a great area.
yeah. I don't
Masturbating
know.
and watching porn, that in itself is
No,
wrong.
Yeah,
Because
that's
the
what I'm
porn,
saying.
Because the porn is wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
But what if you masturbate, not watching anything, or you masturbate watching videos that your wife has sent you?
I feel like that might be okay. I
You know
do
what?
not-
I think
He's coming to the idea. He's with it now. He's rocking with it. He's rocking with it now.
I can enjoy that one
No,
as well.
well,
But I
yeah.
don't know. I honestly
yeah.
don't know. Like, I don't know if masturbating is because obviously we're all Christians that we're trying to follow a godly path, but so I don't know if masturbating is godly.
It's not godly, full stop.
So
In
then
marriage,
I don't think you should do it then.
but what's the reason why it's ungodly though?
Is it not?
Because
is
of what it can lead to,
not?
right?
Is it fornication? Is that not fornication? Is
It's in
masturbating
that area, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so
of what
that's-
it can lead to, innit?
Yeah, I think so.
But in marriage, what can it lead to? No, but I do agree with you that it can sow seeds. Even like
Yeah,
take porn
I
aside.
agree.
We forget porn because we've all agreed porn is crazy,
Mhm.
not good for us. But what masturbating can lead to, like you might not want your wife anymore, or you might not want your husband. However, if you're masturbating like that, you've got a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're masturbating in an area where you're away from your wife for a couple of weeks or a month, that one's probably more understandable than if you're habitually masturbating. Because if
Yeah,
you're doing
yeah.
it habitually, you're cooked.
Then you're
Yeah.
cooked.
Yeah, you're finished.
You're finished. You're finished. But I don't know. I definitely think that's something that we might have to look into.
Yeah, I might have to. I can't lie. This might need a bigger conversation. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to get you back on.
Yeah.
Time for us, Ben.
Oh, of course.
But nah, definitely something to think about because I actually.
So are we leaving it there? Are we leaving it in the
No,
air?
we have to leave
Are we
it
not
there.
concluding?
We have to leave
It's
it
definitely
there.
a great area.
It's a great
Yeah,
area.
It's
yeah.
definitely a great
Okay,
area.
what do you think? Like, what do you
I
think?
think it's alright.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why?
I've been away from my, like, remember my sex. I can contain and manage my sex drive. Yeah?
Mhm.
And if I masturbate, I'm not habitually masturbating.
Mhm.
Like before I obviously had sex with my wife, I'd never masturbated before.
Yeah.
So even now, like masturbating is not a great thing to me anyway. Do you know what I mean? But obviously if me and my wife was in a sticky area, we weren't having sex for a few months,
Mhm.
then it might be like, okay, well, we'll consider it. Or if I'm away from my wife for a couple of months or so, then we'll consider,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
I heard it.
Fair enough.
But even if I was to masturbate, it's not like, oh, next day I'm gonna want to. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not that deep, man.
Yeah.
Like you can live without busting a nut. Do you know what I
You
mean?
can,
Like,
you
it's
can.
not that. It's not that exciting.
Yeah.
You can.
No,
Like-
I think with me, I think my thing is just seeds, man. Like, obviously, I know my weaknesses.
Yeah,
Mm.
and I
So
think
it's
that's
like
good. I think that's a
Seeds,
good
like, I'm just
option.
like, okay, if I start masturbating when she's not around, it's like, okay, I can bust her nut and she's not there. That means, okay, if I see a girl, I'm like, that's not my wife. It's like
Yeah.
that's just how my mind will work.
Okay,
Whereas
okay,
like
yeah.
then I could start looking at other girls, and then that's when infidelity can creep in
Yeah.
and stuff. So that's why I'm just like, I'll just rather
For
not.
you, then stay away from that.
Yeah, I'll just
stay
rather
away.
not.
You
Yeah.
and your wife need to forever be in a good place.
Yeah. I have it. So we have to.
Or if-
we have to. Because I always like we have to, bro. Like we have to.
Yeah.
We have
If not,
to.
keep your head down and graft, man.
Bro, it's rules.
I think for anyone who's listening who might be like you, just stay away from it completely.
Yeah.
Like I think in terms of just the whole area of sex, you need a strong level of self-control.
100%.
Even
I think that's the key.
in marriage.
Yeah, that's the key.
Sometimes your wife might be tired, she might not want to have sex.
No,
You
100.
need a strong level of self-control.
Yeah, that's the key still.
And let me make it clear as well. Not having sex in marriage doesn't mean you should now masturbate. Like,
Yeah.
that shouldn't always be the answer.
Yeah.
Because then you can lead to you not wanting to have sex. Then
Exactly.
you can develop resentment from your wife. It's like, oh, well, I can nut without you.
Yeah.
So, continue misbehaving. I'll be fine. Do you know what I mean? So like I understand for you why you say, look, it's better not to do it, because I get it. I really do think because it's a great area, it really depends on the individual's mentality. I think the mentality needs to
100%.
be key, and it can't be something you're revisiting.
Yeah.
If you're revisiting anything, you're gonna get caught lacking, and then
Yeah.
you're not gonna want to have sex with your wife anymore because you're just doing it yourself. Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree.
agree,
But that's a good way to end. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Honestly, thank you very much, guys, for coming on and and be
Thank
part of
you,
the
man.
conversation. But
It's been a very transparent convo. Man. I'm happy. I'm happy you've had this. Because I can't lie, because a lot of, especially like us Christians, like a lot of people don't really talk about like these things. Man.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
Yeah, true.
There definitely needs to be a part 2. Though.
Married people don't really speak, man.
We
Yeah,
don't.
they
Deep
don't.
it.
Yeah, we
Married
don't.
people don't speak.
We don't.
I don't know why,
Mm.
but married people don't speak, and it makes you think: are married people enjoying their marriage?
Yeah.
It's like, why are we not speaking? Why are we not having the conversations, man?
Yeah.
No, it's true. It's true. I think it's just that from a young age, we've always been not shamed, but as in we haven't been able to be open about sex and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
talking about it with others is always a bit like.
I even think sometimes with marriage is like you're taught to like kind of like protect
the
marriage or in a sense like don't tell your marriage outside. You know what I'm saying? So like if I haven't had sex with my wife for 2 months, it's like I wouldn't come and start telling the world or I'm not fucking my wife. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, that can help someone.
Exactly.
That's what's gonna help couples, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sure. Well, no, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me,
Yeah,
man.
no, thank you. Bro.
appreciate it,
Tell
man.
them where everyone can find you.
Instagram, Twitter, social media, Gabz_Amadi. Got a podcast, Real Talk, Real Walk.
Yeah.
SoundCloud, Spotify, all of the DSPs. Yeah.
Man.
No, I appreciate it. So yeah, give them a follow.
Yeah,
And
man.
yeah, hopefully we'll come back.
Get
for
you
part
back,
2.
man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys. Really appreciate it, man. Love what you man are
Thanks for
doing.
coming.
Keep up the convos, keep up the work, man.
No, I appreciate it, bro.
it,
But
man.
yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't tell my wife to the world and back.
Yes,
Peace
all
out.
of that. Peace out.